Archangel Michael says, "Why have you been waking up at the same time every night? Why did that voice whisper your name when no one else was home? Why did you almost skip this message, but something made you stop? Because this is your final call. Not the final message for everyone. This is yours. And I, Archangel Michael, have been given orders from the throne of heaven to speak now and not a moment later. This is the moment heaven warned about in your dreams. This is the interruption you begged God to send when you whispered, 'If you're real, show me something.' Now I am showing you everything, and you cannot afford to skip it. Listen to me. A door is about to close, and if it closes, what was assigned to you for this season will not return the same way again. I don't say that to scare you. I say that to save you. You've felt the urgency in your chest. You've seen the numbers repeat, 111, 444. You've had conversations stop when you entered the room. You thought you were imagining it. You were not. You were being prepared for this moment. And now, child of light, I am here. My sword is drawn. The final dispatch has been released. This is not another scroll. This is a holy interruption. If you do not act now, the next 7 days may unfold without your covering. But if you stay, listen, and obey, the reversal you prayed for will not only arrive, it will arrive early. Don't skip this. Don't delay. Don't walk away this time. The door is open, but not for long. And once it shuts, the silence will be louder than you can bear. Type 111 if you feel this stirring inside you. Archangel Michael says, "Child, listen. This isn't the first time heaven has tried to reach you. You think this message is sudden. You think this urgency just arrived. But I've been circling your home for years. I've been standing in doorways you never noticed. I've wept at thresholds you ignored. Yes, this is your final call, but it's not your first one. Do you remember the dream that felt so real it left you trembling when you woke? Do you remember the time you felt someone standing behind you but no one was there? Do you remember the moment a stranger said something so specific to your pain it left you speechless? That was not a coincidence. That was a call. But the noise was louder. The routine was stronger. And fear always knows how to talk you out of obedience. So you waited, and you said, 'Later.' But child, there is no later left. The door I speak of today has been opened before, in your childhood, in your grief, in your near-death moments. Heaven opened it. You felt it. But each time you stepped closer, something pulled you back. Distraction, busyness, guilt, toxic voices that convinced you were imagining things, or worse, that you didn't deserve anything divine. But I was there every time, and I kept track of every skipped moment. Yes, heaven has records, and your name has been circled too many times for delay. You've been chosen repeatedly. This is not a lottery. This is legacy. Heaven didn't roll the dice and pick you at random. You were assigned, marked, set apart. There's a reason why your life has never felt normal. There's a reason why betrayal found you early, why loneliness stayed close, why your name has been spoken in circles of jealousy you never asked to join. It's because every time the door opened, something powerful tried to intercept. The enemy does not fight what is meaningless. And every time that door opened for you, there was a war around it. You didn't see it, but I did. I saw when they tried to close the door behind your back. I saw when they whispered your name in secret meetings. I saw when they tried to assign guilt to your gifts. But I never stopped fighting. Even when you gave up, I stood. Even when you said, "God, just let me disappear," heaven said no. Because the door is not just about you. It's about bloodlines. It's about the next generation. It's about undoing what darkness sowed in your family decades ago. Yes, it goes that deep. Some of the delay in your life is not your fault. It was inherited. But now you are the interruption. You are the one chosen to answer the call that your ancestors ignored. And that is why the door opened again. Now. Today. But hear me carefully. This is the last time. Not because God is cruel, but because divine timing is sacred. The clock of heaven does not pause for comfort, and the window that opened now will shut again, soon. And this time, it will not creak open slowly. It will slam. And if you are still hesitating at the threshold when that happens, the sound of it closing will echo in your soul for years. I say this in love. I say this as your protector. I say this with trembling in my voice. You cannot miss this moment. You already know what I'm talking about. There's been a stirring. There's been an itch in your spirit. There's been a tension in your house that you cannot explain. Some of you have been experiencing memory flashes, déjà vu, strange warmth in your chest, sudden emotional tears with no trigger. That's not aging. That's awakening. I've been brushing your spirit with angelic signs, hoping you'd pause. But time has run out for hints. Now comes the confrontation. The door that has been opened before is now glowing, lit with a fire from heaven, and it is calling your name louder than ever. You feel it. Don't deny it. You're reading this now because even your algorithms obey divine order. This is not social media strategy. This is sacred timing. And I, Michael, stand before you with my sword planted at your feet, declaring, choose now, move now, respond now. Because heaven is not asking anymore. It is calling. And this time, the call is final. Let me remind you of something. You've survived what should have killed you. You've endured abandonment, shame, sickness, divorce, death, depression. Not because you're strong, but because the assignment on your life is too large to be buried prematurely. You are not reading this by chance. You are standing on the edge of your own prophecy. And the door that is open before you is not just a door. It is the gate to everything you've wept for in secret. Don't let fear whisper its lies one more time. You are ready. Not perfect, not fearless, not polished, but ready. Heaven doesn't choose the proud. Heaven chooses the yielded. And if you yield now, if you step through this door, what is on the other side will make every delay worth it. But if you turn away again, if you say not yet one more time, you may never hear this message the same again. And that, child, is why I was sent, not for comfort, but for collision. Because the door has been opened before, but never this wide, and never this final. Type 444 if you feel the urgency. Archangel Michael says, this is not symbolic, this is not poetic, this is your final warning. You have been spared before. You have been given grace before. But this time, the heavens are no longer whispering. They are roaring. Yes, child. I speak with the full weight of the throne behind me. I speak with urgency carved from eternity. Because what happens next is not about another delay. It is about what will never return if you miss this moment. Let me say it plainly. You are not promised another call. The alarms have sounded for too long. You ignored the whispers. You delayed the nudges. You silenced the truth inside your chest. But heaven is done waiting for your convenience. You must choose. Now. I am not speaking to a crowd. I am speaking to you. This message bypassed millions just to land here. And if your hands are trembling, if your chest is tight, if your eyes are watering right now, know this. Your spirit knows I'm telling the truth. You were not supposed to survive certain things, but you did. Not by your strength, but because I, Archangel Michael, stood in the spirit realm and fought for you when you didn't even know your name was on a hit list. Yes, the enemy targeted you, and every time you brushed off the message, you gave that enemy more room. But tonight the room has been cleared, and this is heaven's final attempt to deliver what was sealed for this hour. If you skip this, what's meant to enter your life now may not come again for another cycle. And that cycle is 7 years. Let that sink in. 7 years of silence. 7 years of walking around the same mountain. 7 years of asking, "Why am I still here?" and hearing nothing in reply. Because this isn't just another decision. It's a divine intersection. God is not playing chess with your life. He is protecting prophecy. And prophecy moves in seasons. When the cloud lifts, you must move with it. If you stay behind, even comfort becomes captivity. This is not about church. This is not about being a good person. This is about timing. And heaven's timing has stopped for you, right here, right now. Do you know how rare that is? That God would stop everything just to confront one soul. You are not small to heaven. Your obedience is being measured. And right now, your response to this moment is being recorded in the scrolls of destiny. You think it's just a message? No. This is your spiritual subpoena. This is the courtroom of eternity. And I, Archangel Michael, have been assigned to speak what no one else has dared to tell you. You are not running out of time. Time has already run out. You don't feel peace because peace left when delay entered. You don't hear clearly because your discernment has been muffled by fear. You don't feel loved because you've been tolerating spiritual starvation, and now your soul is malnourished. But heaven still sees value. That is why I'm shouting now. Because this is the last call before the consequences begin. This isn't punishment. This is protection. Let me explain something. The next few days will carry tests. A phone call will come. An old pattern will return. A tempting offer will disguise itself as opportunity. And if you say yes to what feels familiar but isn't from heaven, the entire flow of your next season will misalign. Not because God is cruel, but because God honors your free will. I see the fear rising in you right now. That's okay. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be present. You don't need more time. You need more truth. And the truth is this. Someone close to you is about to be removed. Not because you hate them, but because they've been leaking your blessing in the spirit. They've been praying with you but speaking against you. They've been hugging you but hoping for your downfall. They've been keeping secrets with smiles. And their time is up. You will hear their name soon. You will see something strange. On their face. In their message. In their silence. And you will know this message was real. That's your confirmation. But hear me. If you wait for more signs after that, you are not being cautious. You are being disobedient. This is not about gathering more proof. It's about trusting the proof already given. You don't need another message. You don't need another confirmation. You need to say yes. Yes to letting go. Yes to moving forward. Yes to what scares you because it's divine. Yes to obedience even when clarity isn't complete. You've been waiting for heaven to do the heavy lifting, but heaven is waiting for your permission. We do not invade, we respond. Your faith activates our force. So, child, will you choose now? Or will you delay again and watch this moment become a memory you regret? Because I promise you this, if you don't answer now, someone else will. Prophecies are not sentimental. They are assignable. And what you don't respond to, heaven will reassign. Do not make heaven reassign what had your name on it. You feel this. You know this. So say yes. Out loud. In your spirit. In your atmosphere. Heaven is listening. Type 999 if you feel this was for you. Because it was. Archangel Michael says, you think the greatest danger is out in the world. You think the threat is distant, waiting in the shadows. But what if I told you it's closer than you realize? What if I told you the danger has been sitting at your table, praying beside you, smiling in your hallway, using your trust as a disguise? This is not fear. This is exposure. And I have been sent to uncover what you were never meant to carry. Listen closely, beloved, because this chapter is not gentle. This is confrontation. This is war. I, Archangel Michael, have watched long enough, and now I speak with fire in my voice. There is an enemy at your threshold. They are not dressed in darkness. They are clothed in the familiar. They know your story. They've seen your tears. But still, they plot. Still, they deceive. Still, They manipulate. Yes, they call you family. Yes, they say they support you. But the truth is, they are more loyal to your limitation than your liberation. You thought they were for you because they showed up. But even snakes know how to curl around warmth. Let me be clear. They are not sent by God. They are a distraction, an agent of delay. And the reason I'm speaking now is because they are almost successful. They've nearly convinced you to quit, to stop believing, to accept almost as your portion. But I did not fight this hard for you to stop here. I stood between you and suicide. I blocked sickness from overtaking your mind. I shielded you in car crashes, sleepless nights, spiritual confusion. And now I must do something harder. Now I must show you the face you didn't want to see. This is your exposure. Someone near you has been speaking your name, but not in love. They've discussed your decisions. They've mocked your prayers. They've repeated things you told them in sacred trust. And recently, they've made a decision. Not with you, in secret. Behind a locked door, a phone call, a message you weren't meant to see. But heaven saw it. And I, Michael, recorded it in the archives of justice. You are not paranoid. You are prophetic. That discomfort you feel when they enter the room, that's discernment. That pause in your spirit when they smile, that's divine protection warning you. You've tried to ignore it. You've convinced yourself you were just overthinking. But I am here to confirm what your spirit has been screaming. They are the enemy at your threshold. Now listen carefully. They're not trying to kill you. They're trying to slow you, to confuse you just enough that you miss the door we opened. They don't need to sabotage you completely, just enough to delay your rise, because they are terrified of who you're becoming. They remember your past and hope you stay there. But heaven remembers your future, and that's why we're fighting. And yes, they might love you in some twisted way, but love without alignment is still poison. I know this is hard. You want to believe the best. You want to protect what's familiar. But I didn't come to protect comfort. I came to preserve purpose. You have a calling. You have a scroll in heaven. And right now, your obedience determines whether that scroll unfolds fully. So what must you do? First, stop excusing what your spirit already exposed. Stop entertaining conversations that drain your peace. Stop giving access to those who use your presence as a stepping stone for control. You were not created to be tolerated. You were assigned to shift atmospheres, and the enemy knows it. That's why this person was assigned to you. Yes, assigned. You thought it was random. You thought it was love, friendship, divine connection. But in truth, it was infiltration. Don't be shocked. Even Judas was at the Last Supper. This is not betrayal for betrayal's sake. This is exposure to activate separation. God never exposes without purpose. And the reason this person is being revealed now is because they stand between you and the release of what's next. Heaven has been holding something back until your circle is clear. You keep asking, why hasn't it come yet? And I keep whispering, because they are still too close. You are not stuck. You are entangled. But that ends tonight. I have drawn my sword. I have spoken your name in the heavens, and I have circled your home with fire. No more delay. No more confusion. No more shared energy with silent enemies. You are about to feel a shift in atmosphere. A conversation will end abruptly. A relationship will distance itself. A truth will rise unexpectedly. That is me moving. That is me clearing the gate. Let them go. Let them fall away. Let the silence settle. Let the absence speak. It is not rejection. It is divine rescue. Because if you let them linger, you will lose more than time. You will lose alignment. You will forfeit the protection your name has cried out for. And child, you've cried enough. This is where the door narrows. Not everyone can walk with you. Not everyone should. And I will not let your next season be infected by tolerated betrayal. I am standing on your doorstep. And I declare, the enemy is exposed. The threshold is guarded. The hour is now. Will you trust me? Then type 444 in the comments. Do it as an act of spiritual agreement. Because I will move swiftly, and what I remove will not return. Archangel Michael says, now that you know the door has been opened before, and that your enemy is exposed at the threshold, it's time to focus on what waits beyond. Because this door is not just a barrier, it is a gateway. You've been through the fire, the silence, the rejection. You've carried burdens that were never yours to bear, and all of that pain was preparing you for this. Beyond this door lies what heaven has been crafting for you long before you were born. A reward not of this world. A blessing so deep it will shake your spirit free. Listen carefully. I am not speaking of fleeting success or temporary comfort. I am speaking of restoration, healing, justice, legacy. There is a river of breakthrough waiting for you, a flood of favor about to wash over your life. Imagine a time when doors open without struggle, when prayers are answered with clarity, when the weight of generational curses lifts, when the love you have longed for arrives unexpectedly. This is not a fantasy. This is your inheritance. Because the door that was almost closed is the same door that will usher in your miracle. You've cried for healing. This is the balm for your wounds. You've whispered for provision. This is the overflow you never expected. You've begged for peace. This is the calm in your storm. And it will come from a source you never saw coming. A person, a message, a sign, a moment, something or someone bearing what you've been praying for, arriving right on time. But hear me now. It will only come if you choose to step through the door. If you hesitate, the blessing will linger in the realm of almost and not yet, and that will leave your spirit aching for another 7 years. I am telling you this because heaven's favor is not for those who wait indefinitely. It is for the obedient. You were made to rise, to break chains, to rewrite history, and this door is the threshold between the past you have survived and the future you will own. There will be signs, a knock, a call, an unexpected word of encouragement, a revival of hope, the return of a lost blessing. This is your divine invitation. But the greatest reward behind this door isn't just what you will receive, it's who you will become. You are not the same person who walked through the storms of your past. You are stronger, wiser, more aligned with your destiny. Heaven sees that transformation, and it is waiting to crown it. So, child, the question is not if the reward is real. The question is, will you accept it? Will you rise? Will you say yes? I am standing here with you. The sword is sheathed, but the fire in my wings is burning bright. I am ready to walk with you through this door. But you must open it first. Take a deep breath. Feel the power of heaven around you. You are not alone. What you have been praying for is closer than your next breath. Step through this door. Claim what has always been yours. And let the heavens celebrate your obedience. Type 777 now to declare your breakthrough is here. Archangel Michael says, this is the moment, the final call, the sacred invitation you have waited for. You have heard the warnings. You have seen the enemy exposed. You have glimpsed the reward shining beyond the threshold. Now, the choice is yours. Do not let this message slip through your fingers. Do not let the door close quietly behind you. Because once it does, the silence will scream in your heart for years to come. I am standing beside you, sword drawn, wings spread wide, ready to defend what belongs to you, ready to guide you through the gateway of your destiny. But I cannot force the door open. Only you can turn the key, so I ask you again, with all the urgency of heaven behind me, will you step forward? Will you say yes? Will you claim the life that was written for you before time began? Don't skip this. Don't delay. Don't turn away. This is your last call. Say it with me, child of God. I am ready. I am worthy. I receive what heaven has prepared for me. Say it now. Type 777 to declare your breakthrough is yours. Michael is near your house tonight. You are not alone. The door is open, but not for long. Do not miss this moment.